So up to this point, along with doing some versus records matches, I have completed ring shots entirely with Kid and Sherry. We'll actually be going out of order for this board here, but next we are going to do some ring shots with Joe. Let's get to it. So I'll show off his alternate color palettes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here I am.
There you are.
Here we go.
So this is a level 12 Joel, or Joe. I nicknamed him Joel because why not? He has a 228-yard drive. I believe his shot height is in the middle between low and high. He has 2 notches worth of draw compared to... Oh yeah, Kid also has 2. They're pretty similar, and then I believe Meat and Control are both in the middle as well.
Here I am.
Alright, let's do it. Yeah, the teal costume reminds me of something you'd see in like Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I've never played that game, but pretty neon clothing.
Here I am.
So that's not it.
Here I am.
It's this one. We'll go with the normal one though.
Here we go.
Alright, let's do this. I didn't fail the first ring so far. It'll still take some getting used to because I've not played as this character in Mario Golf N64. But this is not a speedrun of any sort. This is just completing all of the rings. If I can go quickly, that's a bonus.
Yahoo! Right on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ring shots do not save with the custom characters. Pretty interesting shot. I'm glad the shot height has increased from very low. It was still so weird to see
Yahoo! Right on.
such a low draw. And also, I like the breakdancing. It really doesn't matter.
Nice shot.
Joe, like Sherry before, has the rainbow shot, which means with the Azalea, I'll probably try to get lightning. Just to show it off. I don't think anybody will be getting Fireball.
Excellent.
That's a good shot right there.
Hole complete. Yahoo! Right on. Nice.
Oh boy, fast camera. I can't believe that worked.
Yahoo! Right on.
I haven't even seen his birdie animation, or par animation, or bogey. At least I haven't seen him for this game. This one isn't very good. Glad I got a good lie here. I don't know about this. Yeah, that's very bad.
Oh, too bad.
What? Oh, I technically had a chance.
Oh no! Try that again.
I wanted to at least see it. Joe is strong enough to be able to deal with this. I'm not in the water this time. A flare for the dramatic. That he does.
Nice approach.
All three of the characters I've used have some flair, it seems. They show it in different ways. No, not power. I wanted some amount of hook. Luckily, Joe doesn't hit so ridiculously far. Go, ball, go. Interesting bounces. That's something I'd expect Metal Mario to have. Those ridiculous bounces that somehow work to avoid the rough.
Nice approach. Hole complete. Yahoo! Right on.
If I was gonna make a mistake, I wanted it to be a hook. I don't really need a power here. This is too short. Bounces were great though.
Nice on. Hole complete.
Yahoo! Right on. See, I can be hyped up as well. Shoot, I can't do the thing I did with Kid. Don't quite have the distance for this wind. I think Kid would have been able to. Slices on purpose. Perfect! Thank you. I knew those acting classes that I took in college and not would pay off at some point.
Hole complete.
See, with that sort of training, you guys can eventually have acting chops like that, if you want to. You have to work at it, but you too can have acting chops like that. But really shoutouts to Jur too. The inspiration for how I act today. If you know, you know.
Nice on.
Or if you have really good acting chops.
Hole complete. Yahoo! Right on.
I don't really know what I want here. This is potentially a really tough one if you have uncertain conditions. Have to slice. Ah, that still went over! Dang it.
Try that again.
I hope this doesn't go too far to the right. Or just too far. I just had to avoid slicing that.
Oh, too bad.
That really cut through the wind. Wow.
complete.
Yahoo! Right on.
Absolutely launched. I want to envision that'll be like my first home run. Over the fence home run. I've hit some inside the park home runs in game, but not over the fence yet. Hopefully, if somebody in the future watches this highlight and they're like, I wonder if Ace Standard ever hit that home run. Or alternatively, why would he think I cares? Either way, by then, maybe I've hit that over the fence home run. And I celebrated the heck out of it, or something. I don't want to look like I'm showing up the pitcher, but, I mean, it's a bat flip. It can be tough to say, I'm not showing you up, I just celebrated launching the ball 400 feet off you. This ring shot is awful. I hate this one. Amazingly, I don't mind the others. I think they're pretty interesting. Even hide and go ring, which is obnoxious at times to speedrun. It's actually a pretty interestingly constructed ring shot. Oh, please. I guess we'll see. We'll find out. I think I made it.
Hole complete.
Yahoo! Right
That ring shot was the epitome of just barely doing enough. I would need Tailwind to have any chance of making it in two. It would be possible.
Oh, too bad.
I couldn't have used the power anyway. Hooks on purpose. Solid shot.
Nice on. Hole complete.
Yahoo! Right on.
Nice shot.
Yeah, let's try it.
Nice shot. Tough lot.
That was way better than I deserved from that shot. That was so good.
Hole complete.
Yahoo! Right on.
Good recovery. Thank you. I appreciate it. I happened to get a good enough waist area lie. And still had my power shot. Be greedy. That goes a bit beyond being a risky Rudy. That's being a greedy Gus. I was playing that fast and loose.
Yahoo! Right on.
take multiple tries. Or just get through the rings first try. Just keep rolling forward. Keep going. You're good. You're good. And stop.
Complete.
I actually did that first try. Crazy. Alright, casual rock shot attempt. This time I need to remember to do Sand Dune Summit, since barring something unforeseen, I plan to do these rings in order. If I was going to make a mistake, it needed to be Slice. It had to be Slice. How unfortunate.
Try that again.
Do a little nudge here. That way hopefully I'm in fairway.
Nice shot.
The rock shot has yet to be hit with a Game Boy character. Oh, that did a jump and a half. Alright, I guess we get to do this again because I was irresponsible. That's fine. That's what I get.
Try that again.
I shouldn't need a power, so I'm just gonna waste the power here. Decent approach. Okay, do not skip Sand Dune Summit this time. I did that when I was doing Sherry's ring shots. But I came back for it.
Nice shot.
Still got, not that it was a speed run, but I estimated that it was about sub 40. Kids was like 54 something, but that's because I was messing around more and had a harder time with certain ring shots.
Too bad.
It's a par 5. I only need to get par. Jeez, I got a low end of that line.
Nice on.
Good putt.
Oh, complete.
Yahoo! Right on.
Alright, halfway there. I say, we're already halfway there! Halfway there! We're redoing this one! Halfway there!
Try that again. Oh, too bad.
For the fans.
Stuff it.
Shoutouts to Fidifo, by the way.
Oh, complete.
Yahoo! Right on.
Nice shot.
Seriously. I'm risking it. This wind is horrible. Let's try something here.
Nice shot.
See if I can try to avoid going into the rough. The answer is yes, I can avoid it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I waste my power here. I wanted to hook here. There wasn't much that was going to save that one. Good enough.
Yahoo! Right on. Nice shot.
In hindsight, Kid could have maybe gone through the ring in one stroke. Sometimes if you get too close to the hill and hit it too hard, you can putt over the ring with that method. So try to avoid that unless you want to hit over the ring for some reason. In which case, there you go. That's how you do it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial with A Standard. You're welcome.
Hole complete. Yahoo! Right on.
I think that's the first time I've completed that one first try with any of the custom characters. This is wind I'm indifferent about. That's getting to the rough. Good grief, what a shot.
Nice approach. Hole complete.
Might be the first time I got this one first try too.
Right on. Nice shot.
I was super greedy there. But this one's pretty good. Could not afford to. That still hit the hill, didn't it? Maybe it was the wind. So, two possibilities. One, I topped the ball a little more than I was originally planning to, and that was responsible for hitting the hill. Two, the tailwind lowered my shot a little bit too much, in a way that I couldn't have seen from the trajectory line.
Right on.
Maybe a combination of the two. It's still kind of weird doing the rings in order, considering for the speedrun I haven't done the rings in order in years. Because it's faster to use Donkey Kong for 6 of the rings from a fresh file.
Nice on.
I just need to get close. The other great thing about this not being a speedrun, or a thing that's great about it, I don't really care if I miss putts like that.
Yahoo!
I just want to complete the rings. The minimum of fuss. Will we say hi to Toad? Yes! Say hi to Toad, everybody.
Oh, too bad.
I don't care if this is live or the VOD.
Try that again.
Do it. Do it. Dang it, not round 2, but I think I'm in the rough. We'll see if this works. Yes. I got through the ring at least. Not quite enough.
approach.
This wind was annoying.
Hole complete.
Gave me just enough hope that I could get through the ring on the first shot, even though I didn't need to play it like that. But that's a ring that I like to have a weaker, lower hitting character for, like Plum. Second shot's just less complicated. This might be good. That's a good shot right there.
Hole complete.
I've actually gotten a chip and eagle with DK. Sadly, it was in practice. It wasn't... Actually, not even practice, it was testing. That's a very bad shot. That, ironically, isn't out of bounds. I'm going to at least make some sort of effort to complete the ring, even though this isn't the way I want to do it. It's still possible. This is how I would do this with Plum for driver only. Driver and putter only, I should say. Or maybe I got good wind, I don't remember. Probably not the get the crazy wind way. It takes a lot of wind for that to work. Oops, I want one more club. Got the super backspin here. Like super slow spin. Still first try. With some annoying wind. Oh boy, valley in the valley. This wind isn't good enough, and Joe's shot isn't high enough to try what Kid did. So I don't think it's worth trying to re-roll the weather. Nah, I don't like this weather. Bad lie amazingly wasn't terrible for that shot. First try, I think? Yes, first try. I think for me personally, that's the toughest non-Mario Star Ring shot in the game. I'm not playing that wind. Get out of here with that. Thank you, that's much better.
Nice shot.
Avoiding Toad for now. But we got to say hi in the bottleneck, which is actually one of the easiest ring shots in the game with a weaker character. Funny how that works. Something on Boo Valley, normally the hardest course, as one of the easiest ring shots if you're playing as a weak character.
Hole complete.
5 out of 6 courses. Now the fun begins. I just want to see if I can get through both rings. I definitely have the distance, but I chickened out of
Try that again.
doing going full top. Try it a couple times. Another idea. Yeah!
Oh, too bad. Chip
Who
in.
needs par?
Hole complete.
We can just do that. That's how you play Bloober Calamari rings. Doritos chip indeed. That was sick. Oh, losing a power is very bad here. It's all the more important that I hit a good shot here. Interesting bounce. I don't know if it's good or not, but it was interesting. Made it work.
Complete.
I don't know how, but I made that work. Since I haven't used this character outside of doing these ring shots, there are plenty of situations I'm just uncertain of. One frame hook, maybe? Yay! That would have been a hilarious putt to miss. Being pin height within 10 feet. Something really wacky would have had to happen. Three rings left.
Oh, too bad.
If that had hit semi first, that would have been nice. Ah! I had to go for it. I didn't trust the slice enough.
No. Try that again.
You know what? We're doing it.
Oh, too bad.
Awesome, 70-85 instead of not that. Are we swimming? Not quite. It's a little cold for that. But we're chipping and 360ing.
Complete.
Nice 360 no scope. Insert car bomb laser beam here. Who needs the air horns when you have the car bomb laser beam? And the Doritos chip. Rolling R's for me is hit and miss, but rolling on the green, well, it's pretty hit and miss too. I'm through the rings. Doesn't mean that I'm safe. I think I'm in the water, because this would be 80% power, almost guaranteed. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, too bad.
Unfortunate. I fear the worst for this shot. I have my work cut out for me here. I wanted one more frame. One more frame had a chance.
Oh, no. Try that again.
Second verse, same as the first. Unless... Just kidding. The lyrics were slightly different than last time.
Too bad. Nice on.
Almost 2.1 squared.
Oh, complete.
That was the penultimate ring.
Yahoo! Right on.
No, not playing that. Playing that. Could take multiple tries. I just need to get the power right, and that was pretty good. The aim was not where it needed to be. Excellent.
Oh, too
Excuse me.
bad.
Excellent. That's going places. I had to do something desperate.
Oh no!
Try that again. Oh, too bad.
Pretty similar. Decent.
Oh, complete.
Sweet.
Yahoo!
That should be another character done. Let's actually confirm. Alright, Toad Highlands, Koopa Park, Shy Guy Desert, Yoshi's Island, Boo Valley, and Mario Star have all been completed with Joe. So now that is 3 out of 4 Game Boy characters that have completed all 36 ring shots. Whoa. Indeed. If I'm not mistaken, this might have been my quickest completion with any of the Game Boy characters so far. Joe was a nice combination of hitting the ball farther than Sherry, but having stats not as extreme in terms of draw and shot height as Kid. But that's 3 down and just Azalea to go, and then every character in the game will have completed all the ring shots. That is cool. Shoutouts to Fitafo, because why not?